Brain Access Solutions.
Hi guys, I'm Glenn of Brain Access Solutions. Welcome to my vlog. For today's video, we have an HBAPOS model HBA-S100 POS machine. The company that I'm working with has directly ordered this from China through their purchasing group. I'm not sure if this is expensive or not, but compared to other brand of POS machine, this is more affordable. If you can see the front, it has been marked HBAPOS, but the whole body seems to be a generic made. But if you actually go to their website, I'm posting the link below, you can actually see this product in there. And maybe they're actually manufacturing all the parts for this POS machine, because later I'm gonna open it and you will see that some parts of it internally is branded HBAPOS. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how we can replace the storage device or the SSD inside this POS machine. And also, if it happens that the RAM has become faulty, this is also the way to get it and replace it with a new one. As you can see from here, there are only 2 screws that you will need to remove at the back of this POS. And once you have removed those screws, all you need to do is push or nudge the front LCD from the back, and once it is dislodged, you can now push upward a little bit before pushing it down. Now that the motherboard is exposed, we can now pinpoint the storage exactly. This part here, this is the PCIe or the mini PCIe card. It's a mSATA solid state drive, which is commonly found in most POS or POS machines. Now to remove it from this motherboard, just unscrew that single screw, and once it gets up, you can just pull it out from the slot, and here we go, we have the mSATA solid state drive. This kind of storage is an mSATA solid state drive, and this is not your typical M.2 NVMe SATA. Now this will run slower than an M.2 NVMe, but the level or the performance level of this is equivalent to an SSD SATA disk, but that is still significantly faster than traditional hard drives, which are hard to come by nowadays. So there you go. After you found or bought a replacement storage, then you can just install it back in here. Now if you look at the motherboard, this is not your typical fanless POS machine, because it has this heatsink and the fan. Therefore it is using an active cooling system, which is very good for shops like bakeries or Kai bars, and it can dissipate heat better than those POS that are fanless. Now if we look at the RAM, let's take it off. This 4GB RAM is suitable for basic tasks such as web browsing, office work, and actually for devices that consumes less power. So those are the kinds of devices that are small enough, like laptops and POS machines. So this PC3L RAM is a low voltage memory type which uses 1.35 volts, and it corresponds to 1600 megahertz, a very common and stable speed for small, compact POS machines like this. Alright, so now that we know how to replace the SSD and the ROM, we can now close the cover, replace it back, and here's how we're going to do it. Just make sure that everything is snapped back to its place and those screws are replaced properly, and you're good to go. Also, if you notice, I placed a bubble wrap beneath the post so that the screen will not get damaged or get scratched from the surface of this table. And also it relieves or absorbs some of the pressure from its own weight. So whenever you try and open an HBAPOS, just make sure to place something that is soft enough to absorb the weight of the POS machine. This POS machine is a bit heavy, and also I have seen a POS machine that has been damaged due to storing it face down, like what you're seeing in here. So for a year they stored it in this position, and after that the POS machines won't display anything anymore on the LCD. This is what it looks like when it is running. Right now it is running a Windows 10 OS 64-bit. I'm going to place the website of HBAPOS in the description below so you can see the support page for yourself, so you can download the drivers that you want. I also saw a support for Windows 7 32-bit. If you ever want to downgrade the OS for this, then you can find it also in that website. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you do find this video useful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Leave your comments at the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day everyone. Goodbye.